Hey everyone, it's Logan here with the Your Brain on Hops podcast, and just wanted to say, hope everyone is staying well and staying safe in these strange and unprecedented times. We've got a quick update for you in a kind of an experimental episode here for you. We recorded this over some video software, so excuse the quality. It's not fantastic, but we wanted to be able to catch up with you guys and let you know what we've been doing and what we've been drinking and all the other types of beer things that we always talk about here on the show. So thanks for checking it out. Continue to check out our Instagram and Facebook pages, as well as our YouTube page. I want to thank everyone for participating in our tournament of beer styles. That was a lot of fun this year. So, again, thanks for checking this episode out. Excuse the audio quality, but we'll have another update to you guys real soon. Hope everyone is staying healthy, staying well, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, guys.
This is Your Brain.
This is Hops.
This is Your Brain on Hops.
Any questions?
So what's up, everybody? Your Brain on Hops coming to you from our own respectable homes during these quarantine times as we're stuck in our hovels. We're kind of just doing an impromptu little what have we been drinking as we kind of pass the time dealing with these weird times that we're kind of living in, and try to stay in touch with everybody and our loved ones and our friends and our family, and obviously you guys, the listeners. So thank you very much for hanging in there, and we hope to be drinking with you all soon. So Alex, Tim, I haven't seen you guys in, where are we at? Are we a month, 2 months? How? I don't know. I'm losing track of time.
It's like a month and a half.
I'm starting to scratch lines in the wall, in the drywall, and just mark days off.
Of your own home.
Yes. Forget calendars, forget my phone. I'm starting to lose it slowly.
Today, I was fortunate enough to get out to Bottle Rocket, which is a local bar in Buffalo, which Logan happens to know pretty well. And it was weird just to be out in public. Like I had to go to Wegmans. It was an essential trip. I had the mask on, I ran in there, got some hay burner. But it's been weird. I mean, you said it pretty well there, Dan. It's been very weird.
What I've been finding very strange is the fact that our last episode that we all put out together, one of our last statements was talking about this whole coronavirus issue and the notion of seeing imported beers and how it was going to affect beer sales. And then we're just sitting there, minding our own business, like it's not going to happen to us or nothing's coming our way. And then boom, it's just like a mic drop and, spoke too soon.
Does that mean you listened to the episode, Dan?
No, I was there when we talked about it.
Oh, okay.
I can remember. I have a memory.
Gotcha. All right. I don't know what that's like. I don't have much of one. You can ask my wife on that one.
I did see your post with your mask on when you were going out, and the first thing I thought of was I saw your eyes, and they were like beet red, and I'm like, dude, are you feeling okay?
I am. It's been rough because Laura is working pretty intense hours doing teletherapy for speech pathology. So she works pretty steadily throughout the day, and I'm kind of intermittent throughout doing office hours with kids. But it's pretty much just me tending to a 4-year-old the whole time, like trying to do preschool stuff with him. And I have no experience with early education at all. So God help him.
Says the teacher.
Hey, adolescent ed. I have a certificate in adolescent education.
He's going to
be pretty all the time.
I keep saying fortunate, but I don't know, that word doesn't even seem like it applies anymore. I kind of get to go out of the house. Like I'm off for a week, but because my work is essential, whatever that means anymore, I still have to go into work, and I'm still interacting with the public, and some people skeeve me out a little bit because I'm like, why are you here? You're making me uncomfortable. And other times I'm like, I don't care. I mean, I don't know if it's irresponsibility, we're still social distancing and everything, but I'm not wearing a mask. I've been on and off every other week and no symptoms. And I feel like almost at this point, if something were to have happened or I'm asymptomatic, it's, that's it. But it's just go to work, come back home, stay away from my family, and shut the door. So house projects and alcohol is pretty much what's been keeping me busy.
And what have you been drinking? What are you drinking?
What have I not been
right there?
I am drinking. What am I drinking right now in the glass? I am drinking a Newcastle brown ale. I just really wanted a light brown ale.
It's a classic beer.
But but followed up with a 42 North White Oak Borderland. Also, I just had the new Hopography a little while ago. I think I've gone through 3 12-packs of the Genesee Ruby Red Kolsch.
Hey, well,
you can't beat that for. You can't beat that for $10. I'm sorry, you just can't.
I'm drinking Thin Man's grapefruit pills. It's their take on the Ruby Red Kolsch, but it's a grapefruit pills, and I think I like it better. I know.
Can you say that on the air? No one struck him down.
I have nothing to do tomorrow, so I know Thin Man just opened up by you, Alex. So I was going to see if they still had some cans and stuff available for purchase, and take a drive, because the driving does help if you just want to get the hell out of the house for a while.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Another hard thing that's come up is obviously, all our listeners are listening, but around here in Buffalo, it is snowing again. So I was actually fortunate for a little while when this all kind of started. It was nice enough out that I was able to go have some epic lightsaber battles with my son outside, take some walks, play hide and seek, and then now it's down to like, we can't go outside. It's freaking 35 degrees out. Like we could, we need our snow gear, and I don't want to do that. So I've been inside drinking Double Juicy by Beltline.
Ooh,
it's delicious.
Nice. So what is that?
So it seems like we've been going to respectable breweries locally, at least in the meantime. Beltline, 42 North, Thin Man. I haven't been able. I wanted to go check out Old First Ward when they did their event, but I couldn't make it out. I had to, unfortunately, and also at that point, I just didn't feel like making the trek. How far am I willing to go for certain beer is trying not to risk it as much as possible, but I have gone into Consumers a couple of times, as long as there's nobody else in there, because at least they're limiting it to 5 people or so in store only, and just run in, run out, and be done with it. So
I think it may be this Saturday heading down to Resurgence. They're doing a can release of, I think it's two different IPAs, or one IPA and I think a fruited sour. So I think I'm going to run over there and pick those up and give them a try. Because right now my fridge is stocked with, I got a lot of 42 North in there, got some Thin Man, a couple other random ones. Been drinking a lot of homebrew lately too.
I had one of those last night.
Oh yeah, that's right. How'd you like it?
That put me on my ass.
Well, 10% barrel quad, yeah.
I sat there and I drank that till for a good couple of hours. I just sat there and swirled the glass, and I was quite content after about halfway through the bomber that I thought it was mine. I thought it was a bottle that I had brewed, and then I took it out and I opened it, and I'm like, this is not mine. And I'm looking at the cap, because it's the caps are the same as what I've got there, and I look, but then I can just make out in Sharpie 15, and I'm like, that's not my handwriting, that's not my beer, and I'm like, this is Alex's beer.
Yeah, I think your text you sent was, I'm very, very drunk.
My text was, this beer was very, very good to me.
Oh.
So a lot of local breweries are allowing you to drive up and order things online and pick it up curbside. Are you guys doing any of that?
Yes. So for here locally, 42 North has their drive-through to go, and also Aurora Brewworks is doing their delivery runs. I've been doing mostly the 42 North stuff, just because it's just easier. I haven't done much of the online curbside pickup. Most of the, I mean, like I said, I was going to consumers, and even though he's not recorded with us, Logan had stated Bottle Rockets is still allowing people in their store, so I don't really mind. I mean, I'm going in for beer. I'm not there to, obviously this is not a time where I'm browsing. I also know what I want. I mean, it makes it definitely easier, and people are trying to stay away. And I get the online orders. I'm getting ready to do probably a little more home brewing. And what's nice is like Niagara Tradition is still allowing people to order ingredients and stuff online. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy a beer kit. Throw something in a keg, because after a while, beer does get expensive. So I'd rather spend the $45, get 5 gallons, and be done with it. Alex, been gallivanting a little bit. So,
yeah, I've pretty much just done the 42 North for the drive up, but Thin Man I had to actually go in, which was kind of weird because I don't know, it's just weird right now since they, the way they set it up, they make a long line inside, make you follow the path to come around to the bar, and it's just weird. But yeah, it's the only drive up I've done, besides just filling up a lot of bottles of my own home brew to enjoy that. Which I have to say, to anyone listening, now's probably a good time to get into home brewing because you have time at home to learn, and in the long run, you don't have to go out and get beer then because you have 5 gallons of it sitting at home.
Learn a skill.
Exactly. This is a great time.
I had that stuff.
that is
the space for that
right now. Joking aside of drinking and whatnot, it's great because if I could wake up and I get to crack a beer and it feels like a vacation. It's not a vacation. This is not a vacation.
No, it's not.
This is bullshit.
Yeah, which is weird. It almost has that feeling of being a vacation, even though I'm working from home every day, still the same hours, but because I wake up and I don't go anywhere, and then I'm here all day and all night. It's I don't feel like I'm working, but at the same time I'm working, so it feels like I'm on vacation. It's going to be an abrupt awakening when I gotta go back to work.
That phase 1 starts.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I said, I get to go to work. I'm every other week I'm off, which is the weird part because it definitely screws up my time and my calendar and my brain. And it's I'm on call though essentially. So I don't know if somebody can't make it in or someone catches this. Or, and I have to go in, which then that definitely puts me more of a risk because then I'm like, oh, great, they've been wandering around our office with this crap. And I'm like, great, which surface did they touch? Everyone's kind of at least where I'm working, everyone's got their own separate spots. And we are trying to take all the measures. But while I'm at home, I get up in the morning and I'm like, I don't know what to do for till noon. And I'm like, I guess I can't sit and watch TV. I know everyone's been watching Tiger King and everything.
I was just going to ask, did you watch Tiger King?
No, I did not. I'm not going to, for fuck's sake.
I liked it. I'm currently
entertaining.
Ozark.
What are you watching?
Ozark?
Same.
We were talking, we've been messaging back and forth, and I really hope, Alex, you do go on Netflix and you pick up Bruise Brothers, if you ever watched The League, that show. So taking it back to the beer, that show, they even got one of the guys from The League on it in the first 2 episodes.
What's it called?
And Bruise Brothers.
Oh.
So it's a comedy sitcom, literally about a guy who's running his own brewery with his brother, but the dichotomy between the two of them, one is kind of like the guy who does it for the passion, and the other one is the cicerone who is snobby and pretentious. And the first episode I'm watching, I couldn't decide if I really wanted to just be at a brewery, I wanted to brew and drink, or I really just wanted to punch every person I know in the brewing community, because it brought out so much love and hate at the same time. And I was like, I've done certain things like this and I hate myself for it, and yet, God, I really want to brew something. So it's a funny show. I give them credit for it. I don't know. I feel like we've got, so that might be my new thing, because but I've been doing a lot more reading, a lot of music listening to, and I mean, I've torn apart my kitchen. I'm starting to redo that, my coffee table, my bar out back.
And now you have Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, that'll take some time.
Now I've got Final Fantasy VII, and I've got Uncharted 4. I'm set. I'm good.
Oh, that was the freebie.
I've got a new stocked free. Yes, so now I've got 1, 2. I beat 1, 2, and 3 in a weekend.
Damn, I've beaten the first one. I didn't play the other ones.
I did the collection when they put that out 2 months ago, and I ran through that so fast, and it was an awesome game. But I was like, this is perfect. Just sit down and go. So I'm looking forward to the fourth one. Final Fantasy, I got to put a little more strategy into, and I can't just blow through it. Plus, I don't really want to. I fucking $60 and 85 gigs later.
Yeah, I think the cool thing that I heard about it, no spoilers, but I guess when you finally beat it, you can go back and replay any chapter. You can pick whatever chapter you want and replay it. So if you missed parts of the story, you can just go back and you have the same characters, same equipment, everything. So you're kind of just leveling up as you're going back and replaying stuff.
Nice.
Which I thought was a pretty neat concept, because it kind of takes the grinding out of the game and allows you to grind by going back and replaying the story.
Well, they took a couple of weird things out of this game too. Like, I love the camera angles and how you're able to move your characters now. But the one thing that I found weird is I'm doing. You said you were doing normal mode, Alex. I'm doing classic. The weird part about classic is you can take control over everything, but if you don't do anything, your character just does it for you. Which I'm like, well, that defeats the purpose of this game.
You can go and change it. To go.
Well, you can change it, but I just found it weird that I felt like, so if I don't do anything at all, my character is going to do all the fighting for. What's the point? I'm watching a movie then.
Yeah, the classic mode, I guess, was made so that you could just enjoy the story and not have to worry about, dying.
Yeah. So.
But I'll tell you right now, when you do die, you immediately go, you can restart the battle from exactly the beginning of the battle. So no battle is ever holy shit, I just lost 3 hours of progress because I didn't save.
What am I doing with my life?
This whole conversation is reminding me of the meme that was online that was like, this is what people with kids are doing in quarantine. This is what everyone else is doing. Because I don't get to do that. I get to play Star Wars Battlefront when Landon says, "Hey, let's be Kylo Ren and play." Like, that's about it. Or when he goes to bed and I play more Battlefront.
See, to my single friends, I've got the friends who are saying, you know who I don't hear from? My friends who are saying, don't you wish you had children right now? No, I don't hear from those people anymore.
No. Because none of us ever planned on being trapped in our houses for a month with our kids.
Yeah. I talked to a couple of my friends, and they're just like, oh, when this thing ends, I'm dropping him at my parents, and we are going out for a weekend and getting plastered. And I'm like, yay, parenting.
Yeah, Laura can't drink. So here I am just sitting and drinking by myself all the time. I try to, I don't hide it from her, but I try to not drink a lot openly in front of her because I feel like that.
So Dan, I told you just poured another beer. Was that the White Oak?
That was the White Oak. So
how are you liking this one?
This one, honestly, I don't think they did a different batch, but this one tastes different than the last one I had.
How so?
Which is very odd.
I haven't had it in quite some time, and I just picked up a 4-pack, and I had one the other night. And I really liked it.
Yeah, I got a 4-pack about 2 weeks ago, and I thought it might have been a little old, but I couldn't tell, or maybe I just hadn't had it in a while. But this tastes different to me. But I don't know if any of you guys, or Alex, I think you did, picked up the Night Shift. I think I got that name right.
Yep.
3 other. Night Shift, Nightshade,
Actually,
yeah.
I mean,
Night Shift Brewing out of Boston. I went there when I was in Boston. It was awesome.
Shift, Night Signal? No, it's Night Shift. Whatever, just the stuff.
You talking about a brewery or a beer?
The beer. So 42 North put out another IPA.
Oh, from 42 North. It's Night Signal.
Night Signal. Okay, we had it wrong. Night Signal. So fucking
Night
good.
Signal.
It's so weird to hear Logan's voice and not knowing the fact that he's not recording with us.
So what were you going to say about Night Signal?
Nothing. That beer was awesome. Like that was for a couple of friends of ours, that was like a drug. It was very weird to see. Like I have friends of ours who just were buying 4-packs, and it just got to the point of just, give me the stuff. It was just like a exchange of Coke. Like I just need it, get me through my fix for the week, and leave me alone as I drive off into the night.
It's interesting to me because I'm not blown away by it.
Really?
I think it's a touch too boozy. The flavor's great, but the booziness kills it for me.
See, I love the flavor. It's a little. I mean, it's a 9% IPA.
Yeah.
But so I mean, there's a little bit of a booze to it, but I didn't mind it. I just because I like the flavor so much, I was like, I'm okay with this. It's gonna put me on my ass after 2 of them, but hey, I'm okay.
Well, let's give it another try.
So.
As beer
that one I didn't pick up, but I did get the greenish label one. That was Deviator, right?
Yellow-ish.
Yellow.
Is that Deviator? Yellow.
Hang on, I got a camera. I'll be right back.
They didn't have Deviator when I had
to the fridge. Yeah, I've been trying to keep my fridge stocked. Like I said, I've been doing that Ruby Red Cole's 12-pack. It's because $10. Yep, that's a Deviator yellow can. Not that the people can see this.
It's a bit boozy to me.
I was trying to think. I think I also picked up a thing of what's the Surly Axeman? It says IPA, but they call it an Imperial Red Ale on the back of the can, which I found really weird. Consumers had they were doing a sale like last time you're going to get this, and so it was $8.99 for the 4-pack, and I drank 2 of them, and the last 2 cans I drank 3 of them, and the last 2 I had exploded when I opened them. As soon as I opened them, just gushed out. And I was like, oh, okay, something's wrong. So I got 1 more can in the fridge, and I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with that one. And I'm like, now I know why they were on sale.
Actually, last night I had a gusher of a beer. It was a Saison DuPont, and it was just it was an older bottle, so obviously a little overcarbonated. Logan obviously likes it. But I actually, in the topic of new skills, I actually started making my own pizza dough. And in this batch of pizza dough that I made last night, I took the dregs of the Saison and I pitched those into the starter for the pizza dough yeast starter.
How did that start off for you?
Well, I actually made a pizza tonight, and the crust tasted really good.
Okay.
I don't know that I could discern any kind of Saison character out of it, but I don't know. It's something I'm just kind of messing around with at this point, and gonna keep going for it.
So
Why
you're
not? You're stuck at home.
Yeah, exactly. Got nothing better to do.
You're making pizza. You and I, we've both been baking. I've been doing breads, and I did do pizza one night. I've done a lot of noodle making. I did 2 batches of fresh ramen noodles, which I do not. Unless you really want a day project, God, it sucks.
The one thing that Laura and I found, I had a friend from work suggested a place called Eat Right 716 in Buffalo, which I had never tried. And they make all these meals with fresh ingredients, and it's all not great for you, but it's certainly good for you. With vegetables and sweet potato fries and full meals like chicken parm and honey carver steak, bourbon barbecue chicken, and it's all $6-7 a meal. They right now it's free delivery. You use a promo code delivery on checkout, and we spent I think it was $70-something, and the 2 of us have meals for the next 6-7 days.
Nice.
Yeah, I know a lot of people love
I highly recommend it.
I've been stressed.
A lot of my friends at work, they do those type of meals like that, where it's it's $6-7 a meal, but they're all in to go containers ready to go, so you can just pull one out, you can take it to work with you, heat it up in the microwave, and it's good to go. You don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
No,
you throw it in the toaster oven, it's perfect.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I've been stress cooking. It's such a stress relief to just jump into the kitchen, no rules. And when this all started, the panic in the grocery stores of watching people just ransack everything, and I'm looking around and I'm like, people are fucking nuts.
Dude, Wegmans is a scary place right now.
Well, it shouldn't be. We're stuck at home. I get this. We're stuck at home. But if everybody, instead of panicking, but like Doctor Who says, we're fucking apes. If you just went about your daily, if you just continued your daily lives and just did your weekly grocery shopping, nothing would change ultimately. You would still have the goods you need to get by, but instead you've depleted the system, and now there are people who need certain things and they don't have them, and supply and demand, things can't keep up. And it's you actually did more harm than good, and for what? And it's fear. And I hate to, and I'm I get it. It's scary. You don't know what to do, but man, panic is the worst thing you could do.
Yeah, and I think it's funny that some people are complaining about this whole situation that they can't go out and do stuff and blah blah blah, yada yada yada. But you know what? I'm sorry, people. Some of your parents were called to go to war. You're being called to sit on your fucking couch. Calm the fuck down.
And all this sobbing about the seniors that are missing prom. It's come on. What is prom?
You'll get over it. You will. You will get over it. I didn't go to prom.
In your house, open a beer.
My little cousin, it's his senior year of college, and he's missing the last couple months of his senior year of college, and he's pretty bummed about that. Obviously, like end of college, going into the real world and getting a job. It's kind of like your last hurrah. So I kind of feel bad for him, but
I did my senior project.
For everyone to a
as
certain
many of my
degree.
classes as I could. I don't know. This level
I
of
certainly have a certain amount of
responsibility
sympathy
that I keep hearing about, I don't understand because I know it's fake. I feel bad. Like
I certainly feel for everyone that.
we miss our friendships. That's what it is. We miss the camaraderie that we have, and it's like, guys, we're not saying goodbye to anybody. Like,
100%.
I don't know how long this is. Yeah,
I miss you guys.
yeah. I miss you guys. I really do.
I do feel a degree of sympathy for people missing out on things. Like I missed out on, like we found out that we're having a girl, by the way.
Hey, congratulations.
Congratulations.
But I couldn't go to the doctor to find out. So Laura had to get it in an envelope and bring it home. So not a big deal, but it would have been cool to see in person.
Yeah, true.
But, you like you said, Alex, like people got called to go to the beaches of Normandy. We're sitting on our couch playing PlayStation.
Yeah, and people are having a hard time with it. I don't understand why. But actually, on the topic of missing things too, Dan and I were supposed to go to Savor in May. It's a big craft beer and food pairing event in Washington, D.C., and they had to cancel that. So, we're going to be missing out on that now too, which kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I
had a trip to Aruba planned. Actually, I should be in Aruba right now.
Damn.
I think the thing is that there are things that we have to realize that are bigger, like Tim. I really do feel bad that you weren't able to, see your child, and there are loved ones that we're losing that we aren't able to even be in contact with or say goodbye to, and like there's a big adjustment. And so, and I understand there's these milestones that people are hitting and birthdays, but if they're healthy and you're safe, that's the bigger, more important aspect of everything right now, and you got to keep that in mind. So don't worry. It's almost small. I know it seems significant, but it's in the long run, it's not, and we're going to get through all of it. And when we do, people are going to be going nuts. I understand that things are going to be definitely different on how we handle everything in life, but I don't know how this nation is going to open back up fully or to what degree. It's going to be definitely a slow process, and we will get there. We will. And when that happens, things will resume. Things will catch up. We might have to do a little bit of catch up. But ultimately, at least if you're with your loved ones and you're there, like you still get to go out and celebrate it and know that. Some people weren't so lucky. Like, that's what we have to keep in mind during this time. So
this would be a good time in the show to just, I would like to throw out a huge thank you to everyone that works in, especially to the medical field. Like my sister, for example, shout out to her. She's pregnant right now as well and working at a hospital. So that's freaking intense. And like, even, I know he can't talk right now, but like Logan's wife, Ashley, who's working in a petri dish of daycare, like, it's essential. Like, even if you're the cashier, imagine if we were still working at Kmart right now, Dan. We would be essential, right?
I think I would just quit my job.
Good point, Tim. My brother and his fiance are both doctors. So yeah, I mean,
oh wow,
incredible. The work that they're doing right now.
Mm-hmm. Hats off to them, and cheers to them.
Cheers.
I would clang my glass with you, but we can't.
Clink. Thanks, Tim. He clanked all of the glasses. before we wrap up here, I just want to ask you guys, what do you have left in your fridge, beer-wise, that you are looking forward to enjoying in the next couple of weeks, or maybe just this weekend? We'll start with you, Dan.
Why me? Hey, okay. Let's see. What am I doing? See, I just stocked my fridge though. So I'm going to be doing a little traveling. I'm going to see if I can find some breweries that I can pick up along the way and find some different stuff. I've got a couple anniversary Firestones that I might dive into. I don't know. But I actually have one from you, Alex, that I'm going to tinker with a little bit. So I'm going to do a little experiment. Huh?
What's that?
You gave me a beer. I'm not going to say what it is on air, but I'm going to tinker with it and do a little matchmaking of flavor combinations, if I can, with a couple extracts, I think.
Cool. Very cool. Tim, what do you have there?
This right here is the Logan hooked me up over at Bottle Rocket with the MC Squared from Equilibrium.
It's a good one.
I am very excited to try it. I've heard nothing but good things from them. I'm not going to go through all of them. I got a lot of individual beers from Bottle Rocket. They really, I can't say enough about how their stock is really in full supply right now, so go get some. I also have a 6-pack of Hayburner that's delicious. How about you, Dan? Or Alex, sorry.
Wrong person.
I got a couple more of these night signals.
Nightshade, night signal.
Bunch of 44 stuff like Fortune Fetcher, their pineapple IPA, which I think is phenomenal. And then their Red Army.
Gross.
You just don't like fruit in general.
What is wrong with you?
It's a texture thing again. It doesn't belong on pizza either.
I can accept the raspberry, Tim, but pineapple. I don't know. I don't know if we can be friends. So what else, Alex? I'm sorry, we should cut you off.
I got a couple of sours from. I think one of them's from McKellar. I don't know. I got a couple other sours in there that I haven't gotten to yet, but then a whole bunch of bottles of homebrew. So, yeah, quite a bit.
All right. Awesome. So, guys, we appreciate it. We just wanted to kind of come out and check in and with each other, with you. We appreciate, for taking a listen during these tough times. Keeps us busy. And, please, out there, be smart, be safe. Right now, take up a skill. Learn something so that when this is all over, you gain something from it. It's a perfect time to do so. Brewing, like Alex said.
If you love beer and enjoy listening to our show, learn how to fucking brew yourself. You have to.
Exactly. So if we have to do this in 2021, you'll have your own kegs ready to go, and then you won't have to buy so much beer.
Yeah. Right now, you have an extra check in your bank account. Let the government pay for it.
Get those local breweries, too, while they're still open.
Yes. Support local, guys.
Support them. Keep them open.
Support local. I can't stress that enough. Keep your point of contact as small as possible. You don't have to jump to the next town to find the stuff that you need. Don't spread it. Just don't. and
stay home.
And we will all be back together soon enough, recording episodes, doing beer festivals again one day, and talking about our experiences around a pint of beer. So, with that, guys, to the community, to everyone who's essential, that's doing their jobs, to the people that are selling me my pints, that are, the people that are risking their lives, I say thank you and cheers to all of you. So, be safe out there, guys, and thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.